Hey guys, it's Rob here and welcome back to another video. So in this video, we are going to talk about The Legend of Zelda and the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct, assuming that Nintendo actually does show games at that Nintendo Direct alongside the Nintendo Switch 2 details. I want to talk about a couple things that I think Nintendo can do when it comes to new games for the Nintendo Switch 2 and the original Nintendo Switch when it comes to the Legend of Zelda series. Some of it's based off rumors, some of it's based off just stuff we haven't seen for a long time, or just stuff that I would like to see. If you guys end up enjoying this video, make sure you guys leave a like. It helps the video reach more viewers when you do. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is RubleRob93. So the first thing is pretty much the obvious thing, something that I've been wanting on the Nintendo Switch for a very long time, and that's the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. So when it comes to this game, there are a couple reasons why I would like to see Nintendo announce this at the Nintendo Direct. Last we heard from Jeff Grubb and other insiders, they said that they were just holding on to the game, and not only this game, but I think they were holding on to the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess as well. There were rumors for both games going around for just the longest time. Same with the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff. That and also other games like Kid Icarus Uprising, but we'll get to that stuff later on in maybe another video. Now, there are some reasons why I want to see these games on the Nintendo Switch and announced at the Direct, of course. One, it's just ease of access to access this game instead of having to emulate it, instead of having to do other things like go out and buy a copy. Those are extremely expensive and it's more money than I'm willing to spend. People don't have a GameCube, that's another thing. They have to go out and buy a GameCube as well, and at that point you're starting to rack up quite a lot of money. And that's assuming the disc that you actually buy even works in the first place. If you get it from like a thrift store or you get it from eBay or something and it's damaged, well then you're just kind of out of luck. Hopefully you can get your money back. Not only that, but there's two versions of The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. There's The Legend of Zelda on the GameCube and there's also The Legend of Zelda on the Wii U, and we know that the Wii U didn't really sell too much. The amount of Nintendo Switch players versus the amount of Wii U owners and just Wii U's out there is a very large difference, and when the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, it's going to be even larger. So for people who maybe haven't played the game and they don't have access to it and they don't know how to use emulators, or maybe they don't want to use emulators, or maybe they just want to pop in a cartridge and just play the game, just straight, simple, and ease of access, I think that would be fantastic for the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Now, I'm specifically talking about the HD version. If I had to choose between the two, I would love Nintendo to do this. I want them to put that as a remaster, any kind of upgrades you can do for the game that will improve the visuals. I mean, it's already held up pretty well when it comes to the HD version of Wind Waker so far, and I think as we go on, it'll probably continue to hold up, but if there's anything that they can fix, any quality of life features that they can add, stuff like that, I think that would be fantastic. So I would love them to have the HD version for the Nintendo Switch, and then on top of that, if they actually end up doing GameCube games for the Nintendo Switch online service, I'm hoping that they actually put the Wind Waker GameCube version on there and you'll be able to play that. Now, the interesting thing about that is recently we have seen patents for a possible GameCube game specifically for the Nintendo Switch 2, so that is very interesting. If you want to watch that video, click the top right corner of this video, but I'm hoping they end up doing that at the Nintendo Direct. Now, that's just kind of one option that I would like to see. When you're talking about the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, I've actually never played that game, surprisingly. So when I was talking about people who haven't played the game, who don't want to go out and spend extra money on that game and stuff, when it comes to the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, I'm talking about that for me as well, not just other people. And not just for now, like, and one thing you gotta keep in mind, it's not just like people right now, it's other people who maybe 10, 20, 30 years down the line are not going to be able to get these copies of these games, other than emulation, of course. But again, I'm talking about the ease of access, something very simple. So being able to have that for the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, I think would be really fantastic. Now, the only question you really have to ask is, how do they go about the two games in terms of packaging? So one thing that I would love for them to do is do a dual package. So have the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD and the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD in one bundle. I think that would be really cool. Though on the opposite side of that, I can see why someone would want to buy them separately. Maybe you're not interested in The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, maybe you're not interested in Twilight Princess, and you just want to buy one or the other. Let me know which route you would want Nintendo to do. Would you want them to release them as separate releases, or in a 2-pack. Now, as for how likely this is, I think it's pretty likely. I mean, if the rumors are true and Nintendo has been just sitting on them, I think Nintendo will end up showing them at the Nintendo Direct for the Nintendo Switch 2. I think that is a fantastic announcement that they could do. If rumors are true that the Nintendo Switch is going to release during June, we might actually end up seeing that release sometime in between then, or maybe it'll be like a holiday season one. But if not those games, if Nintendo doesn't end up doing those, I could definitely see them doing something similar to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I don't know why I said Ocarina of Time. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys want Ocarina of Time in some way, shape, or form, whether it be like a remake or something, but we'll get to that later. For now, we're focusing on something else. The one I'm talking about is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. That's what I'm talking about. So a game like that, I can see them doing that. Now, there's a specific reason behind this. We covered this in a video, I think a couple months ago, but the ones behind The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, they came out and said that they're going to be doing more games in that fashion, so I can definitely see them doing games like that. And there is a lot of rumors, again, just like the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, rumors floating around for years and years and years. There were rumors of the Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons being a remake, and if they are indeed going to be making more of these games in this style, I can see those games being either the inspiration or just remaking those just like they did with Link's Awakening, which I think still, till this day, those are some really good games. Now, I haven't played all of Echoes of Wisdom just yet. I'm getting to that. I actually want to do a big animation video, so I'm kind of saving that so that I can have like that first reaction within that video. But I played a lot of Link's Awakening and it was really fun, so that would be a really cool announcement at the Nintendo Direct during the Nintendo Switch reveal. How likely is that to happen? Slightly likely, I would say. I think the remasters are more likely to happen just because all the rumors, and if Nintendo is truly sitting on them, which I can see them doing that. They've done that in the past, actually. I can definitely see them releasing that in a time where maybe they just need a couple games to fill out the months, and those games are pretty big games. But yeah, the next one is something that's not likely, at least not right now anyways. I'm sure in the future they'll do this, but a mainline Legend of Zelda game. So I don't think they're gonna do that at the Direct at all. I think it's probably gonna be a while until we see that. Maybe, anyways, maybe, we'll see. Because you gotta think, every single time we get a new system, well, I mean, you could call it the Nintendo Switch 2, but, wait. So the reason why I'm kind of going back and forth is, would the Nintendo Switch 2 actually be a new system? In the way that, you know, the Nintendo Switch was a new system. The reason why I'm talking about this stuff is because usually we do get a Legend of Zelda mainline series, or at least a sequel or something like that, when it comes to The Legend of Zelda at the start of every generation. Either that or during that time. Wii U had Skyward Sword, you know, GameCube had Twilight Princess, Nintendo Wii, I think, was Twilight Princess as well, but you had the Twilight Princess HD. I don't think we got a new mainline game during the Nintendo Wii era, if I'm not mistaken. We got those HD remasters. You know, Wii U was Skyward Sword. Actually, I think I already said that. But, you know, Nintendo Switch was Breath of the Wild, and then we got later into the timeline of the Nintendo Switch, and we got Tears of the Kingdom. And then, of course, on the Nintendo 64, we had Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. 3DS, we had a ton of different Zelda games. And then, of course, there's Game Boy and all that kind of stuff. So, literally every system, we end up getting a new Zelda game. It's going to be interesting because does Nintendo consider the Nintendo Switch a new system in the way that, let's say, you know, we jumped from the GameCube to the Nintendo Wii, or the Wii U to the Nintendo Switch? And are we going to get another mainline Zelda game, or are they going to do, you know, HD versions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and, you know, bring back older games and have that be the Zelda games for that generation for the Nintendo Switch 2, and then once we go to the next console, then will we get the next Legend of Zelda iteration? What do you guys think Nintendo will do? But as far as the Nintendo Direct, I don't think we're going to get any big Zelda games like the next iteration. Maybe you guys disagree with me down in the comment section below. I don't know. And the next thing I think I want to see, not specifically from the games, but I would like to see some concept art from the Legend of Zelda movie. We recently got the news that there is going to be a Legend of Zelda movie releasing on March 26, 2027, which is really exciting. I'm actually kind of shocked we got that news. There are also rumors swirling around about a 3-picture deal when it comes to the actors for Link and Zelda. So it's going to be very interesting to see if we'll see any concept art or any kind of teases. I would like to just see something from it, maybe even an official movie logo, if that logo on the news that was on Nintendo Today wasn't the official logo for the movie. And yeah, that's all the stuff that I could see happening at the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct and the odds of each one happening. I thought this would be a pretty fun video to do, kind of just talking off at the top of my head. I mean, I tend to do that in a lot of these videos. The last news video for the Zelda video, I didn't do that, but for this video, I thought, hey, why not? Also, I gotta get back to the backgrounds and animations that I'm doing for the channel upgrade, so I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys tell me your thoughts on what Zelda stuff you want to see at the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.